Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be... On first down, here comes this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Taking a shot on the first play. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Southern Cal! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Working that left side now. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Trojans.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
14, Ohio State, 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Howard. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Catch in the middle, it's Judkins. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to throw. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. USC 14, Ohio State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Hudson.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll put the tight end in motion. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and... Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And man, oh man, what a gamble, right? To start the game, I guess they're trying to get this home crowd even more jacked up, get them in the football game, but it fails. They recover the onside kick. Now you're going to need this home crowd to get loud and play some defense with it.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Defense in press coverage. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the single back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air, it's Fafita. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Arizona. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense set for a first down play. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, just keeps firing. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two, and they'll take an 8-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The hand to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third down, going up top. And that pass intercepted.
It's so important when a safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break. Great job getting to the football and then securing. A lot of times you're like, oh, man, catch it, catch it, catch it. They don't have the best safety. That's why they play safety.
That's caught. It's James. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
The option look. The pitch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 8, Arizona 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Crosses the 45. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Arizona. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Pass to 25. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. The way this this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. And that ball's free behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And wings it incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the left side. Got a lot of running room. Inside the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Arizona.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Dropping back, it's Fafita. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To throw, it's Fafita. He's got it down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's McMillan. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. He's going to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Number 88.
That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now.
And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oregon 32, Arizona 28.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead.
He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oregon. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the back. And that's a live ball behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to pass, it's Fafita.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Reels it in down the left side. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Defense were always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and forcing the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's totally rocky. Think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Trojans! Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses to 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the 1st drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Sends it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He's got the tight end. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Oh, he wants it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Trojans in the hurry-up. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out, there he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Finds his man and they convert. Finds a crease at the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Ducks!
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
He gets there. Two-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll bring it out. Bulldozes him. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. The Cardinals are in the hurry up. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Cardinals! And they strike first.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. He's got it on the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State from early. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oregon! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
Pushes ahead. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Looking to scramble. This one's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
To the air. It's Shuck. Coming after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Brooks. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short of the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. with the score. Oregon 8, Louisville 7.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Here we go.
Give to the running back. Just trucks through it. Touchdown Cardinals. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And step number one when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, Dave, if this defense was ready for this guy. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football, because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing attack.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Power ahead. And they're able to make the tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll bring it out. It's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Ducks have it with a first and goal.
First and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 20.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
16. Louisville 13.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Wants to throw. It's Shuck. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
They're bringing heat. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense set on first down. To the air, it's Milroe. Got his man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers, Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the right side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Now from inside the red zone. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the timing just a hair off. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Touch pass on the run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Running back searching for a hole. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Defense was ready, and the offense thinking maybe they're going to all jam up in the middle of the field and try to get ready for an inside run. That time, they were expecting the receiver running it outside on 4th. Great speed, nice open field tackle. This defense is coming off the field, and they've earned it.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers. He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Quick completion on the out route. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Alabama 7, Oregon 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wants to throw. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Buying some time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you to create a negative play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he releases.